Hello everybody. In this section, we are going to talk about the insert strategy during circuit creation. In the previous section, you created moments and formed circuits. Insert strategy defines how a circuit is created, how operations are placed during the circuit creations. Let's see. There are four types of insert strategies. Insert strategy dot earliest, insert strategy dot new, inline, and new then inline. Let's see what all of these mean. Please note that these are reserved keywords for insert strategy. Earliest, new, inline, new then inline, new underscore then underscore inline. So the solution is given under Quantum DIY 5 insert strategy at circuit creation .ipynb. It's in the Google Drive location mentioned in the video description section below. So circuit initiation using grid qubit. This is no insert strategy. Consider a grid qubit which is created for I, 0. That means I in range 4, you have this circuit. And all I'm doing here is I'm going to append the qubit for the same range. And you see here that a circuit is created with an X gate, circ.x gate in this order. This is no insert strategy. Now, what if I want to start this operation? Sorry, I want to start this operation after this finishes. So in a series, this is in parallel. I want to do this X gate operation in series. How do I do that? This can be done by using an input strategy equals insert strategy dot new. In this case, what will happen is it is going to create one after the other. So once this X gate is started, once it finishes, the next one will start. So after an X gate is done, the next X gate would be in the next moment, not in the same moment. It's more in a series. You have strategy equals insert strategy dot new. Everything else remains the same. All you will do is add this strategy equals insert strategy dot new. We're going to look at it once we do our hands-on. Let's see other insert strategies. So insert strategy dot inline and insert strategy dot new then inline. Let's see the difference. So this is a circuit where you have this gate C naught and this is X gate. This is a without insert strategy. With insert strategy new, it will come all in series. So this will complete, then this will come, then this will come after the previous one is complete, and this will come after this previous one is completed. So for new, this is the case. But what I really want to do is, once this gate is completed, I would like to make all this X gate in parallel. This is how a strategy of creating circuits. Again, I'll try it one more time. In without insert strategy, that means no insert strategy, everything aligns to the left. So if I look at it, this is gate 1 on the first 2 qubits, and then you have X gates on both the qubits. But when you have X gates on the qubits number 3 and 4, the X gates are to the extreme left, which means from a moment perspective, this is in series with this gate. If I do dot new, as I we saw in the previous example, what will happen is all these X gates would be in series. In series, that means one will happen after the previous one finishes. But I don't want this. I want the first gate to go and then all the X's to be in parallel. So like this. The first gate's completed and all the X's in parallel. In order to do this, it will be new than inline. Let's take a look at it. So this is no insert strategy. Very simple. Create a new circuit, CZ gate 0 and 1, which is this CZ gate. And then you have X gates for all the four. Without an insert strategy, this is how it will look. It is going to take extreme left position. While we do a dart new, as we saw in the previous example as well, all the X's were aligned in series. We call it as series. However, if we do a new then inline, after the first gate, which is CZ, all the X gates are in line. See? Therefore, we will use new then inline. We'll see all this in a notebook. Next, we will look at an example of earliest, new, and inline method. This is the earliest. Earliest is similar to no insert strategy. That means it will take the first available spot in the moment. So this is how an earliest will look like. Remember, the no insert strategy, very much similar to earliest. That means all the X gates here are going to take extreme left position. So these both X gates as well wanted to take extreme left, but it already had a Z gate, CZ gate. But here they are taking the extreme left because the CZ gate is not applied on the circuit 2 and 3. This is 0, 1, 2, and 3. If I do new and then earliest, that means CZ gate, then H gate as new, and then the earliest. This is how it's going to look like. So let's read this. CZ, these are the gates. Then H in range 2. So 0 and 1, these both will get H as new. And then X is going to get earliest. So X earliest means for this particular qubit, this is your earliest momentum. And this X for this particular qubit, this place on the moment, this was the earliest. And for these two, the extreme left was earliest. Now what we are going to do is, instead of earliest, we will say inline. So what will happen is, after H, all the X's would be in line like this. So let's read this. After H, inline meaning immediate available moment after H. Look at that. So we will do this example in practice in a few minutes. This is available on Quantum DIY 5 insert strategy at circuitcreation.ipinv5. So this is available in the Google Drive link as mentioned in the video description section below. So we are going to install the circ, import circ. Here we have to do circ.circuits import insert strategy, because insert strategy is part of circuits, is a component, is an attribute, it's a function of circuit. Okay, so as I mentioned, there are 4 insert strategies: earliest, new, inline, new then inline. So the first one, we have no insert strategy. Q equals circ.gridQubit. I have created a grid qubit circuit, and then I'm doing an append. We saw that in the previous section, how to create an append, and let's print the circuit. So this is no insert strategy, just appending the circuit and creating and printing it. Next, we are going to do an insert strategy new on the previous one. So you see circuit, I have created a new circuit, insert circ.circuit, and then I'm going to do an append on the insert circuit, the same, exactly the same till here. All I'm doing is adding strategy equals insert strategy dot new. And once I print the circuit, it's going to print like this. Now let's create another circuit wherein you have CZ and X gates like this. You have no insert strategy, simple, created a circuit and created a print. Next, I am going to apply new. In the new, I expect all these X's to be in series. So see that, the difference? So CZ exactly the same till here as the previous one, which is here. But all I did was added strategy equals new strategy, strategy dot new. Let's do new then inline. That means after the CZ gates, all the X's will be in the same line. So everything same till here, and here I'm going to say strategy equals insert strategy dot new underscore then underscore inline. There you go. Next, we are going to do earliest. Earliest is very much similar to the no strategy. So here everything again remains the same. CZ and X gates, CZ gates on the first two qubits, X on all, and then strategy equals insert strategy dot earliest. Run this. Now, if you want to look at a particular section of code, you can pause the video and look at it, or you can walk through this quantum DIY 5 insert strategy at circuit creation notebook, make a copy, like go to file and save a copy in the drive and just start playing around with it. So earliest, once the X completed, the other two X's would be the extreme left. It means that for moment 1, this is the moment 2 is this. Okay, then we are creating a new circuit wherein you have CZ, H, and X. CZ on the first two, H on the first two again, and X on the all four. Let's print this. So here, the first two CZ, H, because I have used the strategy new, and X after that. But because I have used earliest on X, please note that for every append, for every moment, for every append, I can use an insert strategy for circuit. So here X form come here, like are placed here. I want X's to be placed after the H gates. So instead of earliest, everything remains same. I'm going to replace it by inline. Here, when I run this, you can see that once the X's are placed, everything else is inline. So I hope this was clear, and just keep on doing more and more exercises. You would always find that this works. Thank you for watching.